Hello dear collectors and viewers. In today's video I'm going to clean 17 of my cards that will be going out as a part of the 35 card bulk order submission to GMA this month. I usually require two things for cleaning them. One is the microfiber cloth. As you can see here, I have two pieces in two different sizes and a magnifying glass. So unlike my first bulk submission, I will be sending more star vets and Hall of Famer cards than rookie cards. When I did my last submission to GMA, I mean the last bulk order, which was my first bulk order as a matter of fact, majority of the cards, I would say 85%, were all rookie cards. So this time I've decided to change the category of cards. I have decided to send mostly stars, vets, and Hall of Famer cards this time. So I have 17 cards here and I'm going to show you how I clean them. And before I continue, I would like to give a big shout out to Matt of Graded Card Collector, previously known as the PSA Card Collector. So Matt has been a great help and a great influence, because I learned this process of cleaning cards from his video actually. So thank you very much, Matt. Keep up the great work and let's get started. So these are the cards that I am going to clean one at a time here. So let me just place everything in the center of the screen first. Okay, so I have two different sizes here and you will soon see why. The first card is LaMelo Ball Instant Impact Insert Rookie Card, a Silver Prism. The Great Rookie of the Year. As I'm cleaning, I'm also getting ready to watch the finals game 3. I'm not a big Golden State fan either, I'm a Celtics fan, but I hope Jason Tatum will put up a show. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, this duo deserves something. They went pretty close previously 3 times, but didn't have this opportunity, so hopefully they will have an opportunity to, I mean, they have already reached the NBA Finals, they became the Eastern Conference champions, but let's see. The game starts in 7 minutes. So, Instant Impact of LaMelo Ball. It's a beautiful insert. As a matter of fact, I was never a big fan of this Instant Impact inserts before this year, this 2020-21, because in 2020-21 they started adding these RC logos. They didn't have them previously. So now the back, sometimes some cards are slippery, so for those you can just use one microfiber cloth. You don't need to like hold with one and clean with another. Just use the same cloth and we keep it simple. So Instant Impact is ready. Next card is one of the mosaic purchases I made this year, and these cards were moving pretty fast in the last few months. Sadiq Bey, Mosaic Rookie, Silver Prism. There is one video that I had made where I discussed the state of the new Mosaic cards. Unfortunately, I wasn't very happy with these surfaces because there are a lot of dents and dings, and unfortunately a lot of print lines and scratches at the same time, specifically with this year, 2020-21. 2019-20 was sweet. Those were mostly flawless. So this is also a slippery one, easy to handle with the microfiber cloth. So just wipe multiple times over the top. And when you keep doing this, keep in mind that the back is also getting cleaned at the same time, so I don't have to do the same thing with the reverse side again. Just avoid any contact with your fingers on the card. Big Bay is ready. Coming up next is the big fish, big man. Unfortunately, a lot of people started hating him these days. I don't know why, but I guess that's what happens when you reach that level. It's King James, LeBron James, Finals MVP Silver Prism. This is one of the cards I had used on that video. If you want, please check it out, where I discussed the mosaic surface problems. The video is called Mosaic Grading. Sorry, Mosaic Surface Print Lines So unfortunately there is a print line right at the top. Not sure if it's visible from this angle, but it's negligible, but it is still, like, you know, from a certain angle it's very clearly visible. So I was a little iffy, but I just thought of sending it anyway. It's LeBron James. And also this card is not very easy to get. It's not super expensive at the moment, like the previous Finals MVP Silver Prism of Mosaic. It's not as expensive as the previous edition, but it is still a short print because it's a Silver Prism, and eventually this variant will run out. There will only be a few left. There aren't too many on eBay at the moment, actually. So just touched it with my thumb, so I'm gonna have to do that again. Again, not very sure about what this card is going to get, because there's also a print line on this side, on the right. I will be happy with any grade as long as I have it slabbed, you know, because this is one of my PC cards. I'm not eager to sell this card anyway. So again, remember, 4 or 5 wipes over the top, soft touches, and avoid finger contacts. So this card unfortunately has a rough edge. The right edge is really rough. Therefore, I'm not able to just wipe it smoothly. Therefore, I have to do the sides with the small cloth. Quite sure this card isn't going to grade very well, but as I mentioned, I'm going to submit it anyway. Next card is the 2020-21 Rookie of the Year again. LaMelo Ball's Select Concours Blue Prism. It's also called a Retail Blue Prism. So if it wasn't LaMelo Ball, I would have never sent this card, because this concourse set of 2020-21 has this horrible centering issue, almost with all of them, or most of them. The right is narrower than the left, so a common issue with this set, unfortunately. But it's the Rookie of the Year, so I'm gonna send all the parallels. I think I'm sending 5 cards of LaMelo Ball, all parallels. So the surface looks fine. The only issue I see with this card is the centering, very poor centering. The edges look good, the surface is fine, It's only the centering. Okay. So again, 4 to 5 wipes. So you can also do it this way. As long as the card sits properly, you can just use the smaller cloth and just wipe it over the top like this, but unfortunately it doesn't work the same with every card. I will show you soon what I mean. So Lamella ball is ready. Next is ball again, and this is the premier level blue prism, or retail blue, retail prism. I haven't sent any premier level cards to GMA before, so I have no idea how they're going to grade these centerings, but this set as well as the concourse, not great centering. As you can see, the right border looks thicker, but I'm sending it because it's Lamella ball, and this is not a really cheap card. Okay. Again, 4 to 5 wipes. The bottom and the top. Okay. So this card also is quite easy to clean with the smaller piece. Okay, so Mr. Lamella ball premier level is ready. Next card is Kyra Lewis Jr. rookie card. This variant is called Red, White, Orange Shimmer Prism. This lot contains a lot of select courtside cards, and for the first time I'm sending select courtside for grading. I was mostly into mosaic optic and prism, but since last year I started admiring the Select Courtside. It's because of not only because of the unique designs, but also because of the fact that they are all short prints. Select Concourse and Premier Level are not that rare, but Select Courtside is super rare, and that's why they're SSPs, meaning super short prints, and they're considered super short prints. So the ultra modern cards are really easy to clean because they sit quietly like this. They don't move out, they don't move around too much, and they don't like slide. Great card, beautiful card, and very nice surface. Hopeful this card will get a 9 or a 10. Okay, so Mr. New Orleans Pelicans rookie is ready. And just to keep in mind that you know, every sleeve that I'm using is a brand new sleeve. As soon as I receive these cards, I change the sleeves, and I cleaned them once already. I'm just mentioning this just to, you know, make sure that I'm not misleading anyone with my tutorial that I'm using. Some people might think that I'm using the dirty old sleeve, but they're all brand new clean sleeves. Next one, Mr. 7'6" Taco Fall. Unfortunately, he didn't have a great rookie season or second year. He's currently in the G League, but hopefully he'll become a good center one day, and he's a great person, great human being, and he was one of the most loved NBA players of the 2019-20 rookie class. So Taco Falls, Select Courtside, rookie card, silver prism. A very, very rare card and a beautiful card. Another card, very easy to clean. Surface looks great. So again, the same process, the same steps, 4 to 5 times, bottom to top, top to bottom. And I'm a little worried about the top edge, but everything else looks fine. And the game has started already. I was so busy with the cards that I forgot to look at the screen. The score now is Golden State 2, Boston Celtics 10. First quarter, 9 minutes 40 seconds left. The next card is Mr. CP3, Chris Paul's second year card, Topps Finest. This is a beautiful card as well, but this is the problem. You see, it moves around, not like the 2019-20 cards that just stick to the surface. This card moves too much, so this is one of the problems with the old cards. So this is where you need to use both cloths. So this card moves around too much, so I have to hold it with my fingers on one end and then clean the rest of it with the other microfiber cloth. So another card looks quite flawless. I don't see any print lines or any surface scratches or anything, so hopefully it will grade well. But again, whatever it grades, I won't care much. I won't be really worried, because this is another one of my PC cards that I'm not really eager to sell. But as usual, I have all my cards on my eBay store. Some are just for show, because as mentioned, those are my PC cards. So Mr. CP3 is ready. And the score is Boston Celtics leading by 7 points, 7-14. Okay, the next card is the guy who has been missing for over a year from the NBA, but hopefully we'll see him in the next season, the great Kawhi Leonard. Select courtside 2020-21, pink. This is called pink or purple cracked ice. I think it's called purple cracked ice. Another great looking card. And hopefully this one will be easier to clean. And this card looks pretty good. The surface looks fine. The edges and the corners look okay. And it's a great card. You see how beautiful it looks from this angle. The cracked eyes is what it's called. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, on the bottom now. The score is Golden State 7, still 7, and Celtics 16. Does it look like a blowout or what? Actually, it's too early to tell, but it might, because the Celtics, without a doubt, they're at their best, and they are playing in Boston. It's a home game, so Celtics might put up a show. I hope they will, although in my opinion Golden State wins it. As a matter of fact, I thought it was going to be a straight sweep. Golden State, I thought, was going to sweep them, but that didn't happen, which made the series very interesting. So hopefully it goes to Game 7. Whoever wins, I just hope it goes to Game 7. I love Game 7s. And the finals Game 7 is always fun. So Kawhi Leonard looks ready to go. Next card is Jimmy Butler's red, white, orange shimmer prism, select courtside 2021. Another great player, one of my favorites. Unfortunately, due to injuries, he had to blow it this time, although they were very close. Miami Heat went so close this year, but I feel bad. They had to blow it at the end. Tyler Hero got injured, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, and God knows who else. A bunch of injuries. Just ruined the rest of the season for them. But great job, Jimmy Butler. He really had a great run with Heat, and I hope he stays with Miami Heat. He took them to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. That's an achievement itself. And yeah, they just didn't have the luck. Same thing happened when the Lakers beat them. They had Dragic and Bam Adebayo injured, so we never got to see Miami Heat in their full strength. Neither this time, unfortunately. So this set is just beautiful. I don't know anything about the grades yet. I don't know how they're gonna grade, but the surfaces are very smooth, very clean, and very easy to clean and easy to handle with a microfiber cloth. Next card is another select courtside. Actually, the rest of them are all select courtside. So this is the same variant, but the great Kevin Durant, who this is the red, white, orange shimmer prism, the same as the Jimmy Butler one. And Kevin Durant blew it big time. I don't know if it was his fault, but Brooklyn Nets blew it big time. There are no excuses. There is nothing to say when you get swept by literally starless Boston Celtics. I mean, they have stars. They have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown maybe. But come on, those guys are not Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving or LaMarcus Aldridge or Blake Griffin. So no excuse, Brooklyn Nets. You guys blew it big time. It was embarrassing. Hope he comes back. And Mr. Kevin Durant is ready. Next card is (2016-17) Select Courtside Silver Prism of Andrew Wiggins. Beautiful card. And this, I think, is one of the earliest sets of Select Courtside. I think 2014 or 15 was the first release. So this is the difference. With the 2019, 2021, those cards are the newer cards. Those are easier to clean because this card, unlike the others, doesn't sit properly, so I just have to hold it down, press it with my fingers on one end, and then clean the card with the small piece of microfiber cloth. So it just requires a little more work, and you have to be a little careful so that you don't like scratch it or something. And for some reason they feel heavier, and the surface is not like static. By not static I mean this, you see, it doesn't stick to the surface. And the score is Golden State 11, Boston Celtics 24. Keep going, Boston Celtics. So the edges and the sides a little bit. Okay, and Andrew Wiggins is ready. Next card is a special one because it is a numbered parallel of Julius Randle 2016-2017 Lakers Select Courtside Copper or Bronze Prism is what it's called. I don't think it's called a silver prism exactly. So this is a 43 of 49. Another one of those which is not going to be very easy to clean because I have to use both of them at the same time. Let's try. Nope. So you see what I'm saying now, right? You just have to hold it like this first so that it doesn't move around. and then use the other one. The surface looks fine, but I feel the edges are a little rough. Not sure again how well these cards are going to grade, but this is my first time with the Select Courtside, so please wish me luck. I have learned a lot over the years about the optic cards, the Prism Mosaic, even Hoops Fleer, and Upper Deck, some of the other vintage cards. But I have honestly, when it comes to grading, I have absolutely 100% zero knowledge about the Select Courtside cards. I don't know how well they grade. If the gem rate is good or bad, no idea, and unfortunately there isn't any way to know, because there aren't too many videos I can learn from that were made about Select Courtside cards. As a matter of fact, there aren't too many. There are a lot of people that like Select Courtside, but not a lot of people are big into Select Courtside. Most collectors are into a little bit of everything, like me, I guess, because I like mostly Optic, Mosaic, and Prism, and my most favorite is actually Mosaic. I've talked about it in one of my GMA videos. So the next one is Mr. Hall of Famer John Stockton of Utah Jazz. This is, I think, the first Select Courtside print, 2014-15. 2014-15 Select Courtside John Stockton Team USA Basketball base card. So there are only a few of this card on eBay. The parallels are really expensive, and I'm not sure how many bays are there, but there aren't too many. So these are some super short prints, without a doubt. So older the card, the more difficult it is to handle, because this card also, like the previous cards, the last two cards, it moves a lot, so I have to use both hands, which makes it not so easy to clean. But what's the point of complaining? I have to clean them anyway, because I decided to send these cards to GMA for grading, and this is another one of those cards. I don't really care much about the grade, because this is one of my PC cards. I won't be eager to sell it, but if you want, feel free to buy. I put them all on my eBay store. Okay. John Stockton is ready to go. And just like John Stockton card, the last three cards are my PC cards, and they're very rare cards for sure, but they're all base cards. And these cards are very special to me because each of them tells a very special story. This is 2017-18 Chris Paul Select Courtside base. So this year he was with the Houston Rockets, the only year he played with the Houston Rockets. He took them to the Western Conference Finals. That's who he is, CP3. Whatever he touches turns into gold. He didn't have the same luck with OKC, but they were super impressive when he was with them for that year. So this card is going to be really difficult, I can already tell, because it's one of those old select courtside cards that is not easy to clean with one microfiber cloth. Wait a minute, maybe it is. No, it's not. See, I can't just do these easy wipes like I can do with the new card. So a very special card, very, very special card. I would say that I'm almost have some emotional connection to these cards, because these stories will be there forever. CP3 with the Houston Rockets. Okay, so four to five wipes. There are some tiny spots on this card, but the surface is great otherwise. So not sure what grade it's gonna get, but again, it's a PC card, so who cares? This card, I think, is priceless no matter what the grade is. So are my last two cards. So this CP3 wasn't easy to clean, but it looks ready. Okay, and the second last card tells another great story. Mr. Jimmy Butler again. Select courtside 2018-19. Another great player like CP3. The only year he played with the 76ers, they had some good results. I wish he stayed with them longer. 76ers letting Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick go was a mistake, I think. So another one again. You have to use both hands to clean. Jimmy Butler. Looks like Jimmy Butler is ready. This card Actually, no. Wait a second. How come? Looks like there's some fingerprints. Not good. So whenever in doubt, please do multiple wipes. Okay. Jimmy Butler is almost ready. I'm using a ring light, as you can see here. So this ring, bright ring, helps me to check the cards. Okay, Jimmy Butler is ready. And the last one is another special one, a very special story, especially for the Raptors. Every Raptors fan will remember this gentleman. And this was his last year with the Raptors, Kyle Lowry. 2019-20 Select Courtside base card. As I mentioned, each of these cards tells a story that makes the card unique. Because, yes, I mean, it is Select Courtside, it is a super short print, but more than the fact that it's a short print, it's the story to me. The story behind this card. Kyle Lowry's last year card with the Raptors. A lot of fans have a very emotional connection to the story. The fact that Kyle Lowry left after finally making the Toronto Raptors the NBA champions. This card looks, the surface looks great. The edges and corners are fine, they're smooth. And this is how you know. As you're wiping over the top, you will feel the smoothness. You won't like feel any obstacles. You won't see if there's like no roughness on the edges or the corners. So this is how you tell this card is perfect, pretty much in every way. Although I'm gonna confirm the centering. So, very smooth card, clean card, almost perfect. Although I don't care about these grades, but I am really eager to find out what this card gets, because this is super short print in every way. I don't think there is another one of this base card available on eBay at the moment, although I think I have seen some parallels. So Kyle Lowry is ready. So again, these are the first Select Courtside cards I'm sending to GMA, so please wish me luck. These 17 cards that I just displayed will be going out as a part of the 35 card bulk order, which is my next submission to GMA. It's going to be sent out sometime this month. and the next episode will be ready once these cards come back from GMA. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.